So I'm here with Dave and Nancy Mower, and we're talking about the St. Michael's Endowment Fund today. And so we're just going to have some conversation. If we could start with a little bit about the genesis, tell us about how you and the Anconas came together, and created this very beautiful ministry at our congregation.
Well, when the Ancona's son passed away, we went over to visit them, of course, because, we knew them not real well, but we knew them well. And so, through the couple of the years, we started the fund in 1996 officially. And of course, their son had passed away in 1994. So it took up a couple of years. So it has just meant so much. I said to Dave earlier today, I said, just to be able to use the name Michael means so much. When your son has been gone now, Michael's been gone a long time, but we still can use his name and think about him and think of what it was, because of course, we only remember him as a 20-year-old man, 21-year-old man and younger. So it's so nice to be able to use his memory and Michael Ancona's memory and further the church work of the youth of the church.
Well, the other advantage of having an endowment fund is other people other than just the immediate family remember the names. Mm-hmm. and the fact that these kids actually were part of the church, part of the congregation. Actually, they went to the gatherings, did all things that today's youth do. But now, instead of being on the side, they're actually helping to fund some of these programs that enable the kids to go to these various activities.
But what have been some of the programs, if you could pick one or two ministries that the fund has supported through the years that have been particularly meaningful to you? What might that be?
Well, that's a hard one, because we actually talked about that too earlier today, and it's hard to eliminate so many of them. There's so many, is what I'm trying to say, that are meaningful to us. But I guess what we sort of talked about, a couple of them, and I think the number one would be the gatherings. Both the Michaels, Ancona and Michael Bauer, went to the gathering at various times, and it was so meaningful to them, and they both enjoyed it. And then I look at the other youth that have gone there, and I think of many back in their age group, and the wonderful outcomes that have come because of the gathering. I'm thinking of seminarians and that kind of stuff. It's really inspired them. So I think gathering is probably, for me, we're able to support them in many ways, and financially is one of them.
I think back to when Jason Reed was the youth director, and he wanted to do a outreach to Croatia, and it involved a lot of people in the church. I think he went 3 times, or the people went 3 times. That was meaningful. So the fund not only supports the local activities and national activities, but we've supported international activities with it.
And I think of one other one that was very meaningful to us, and that was in the recent years, is the suicide prevention seminar that we had, or the panel. And in that panel, we had a policeman, we had social workers, we had a pastor speak, we had GMU professors there, and we spoke to the youth group and to other members of the church, and that was to me another very meaningful thing that we had.
The motto of our fund is a debt to a past, an obligation to the future, which this is the past is how we got the corpus to start the fund. The future is what's been able to be carried forward as a result of this program.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And our fund has grown. Remember, we started at 0, and we only spend the
earnings.
The earnings. We don't spend the principal, but we're up to about $165,000, and we've probably given out through the years about $100,000.
That's beautiful.
I mean, we're very, again, pride and very proud.
And we certainly appreciate everybody that contributes to the endowment fund.
Well, we are grateful for all that you do for St. Mark's and what the fund has done. It's a beautiful partnership. So
I agree.
Thank you, and you're welcome. When you see these ministries, you know, how does it make you feel? What do you feel inside?
Pride. When you lose a child, you want something good to come out of the bad, the horror. You know, it's a very difficult thing to move yourself on each and every day. And because of the St. Michael's Endowment Fund, good has come out of our tragedy.
It gave us purpose and a mission.